Hi everyone! You know, there's a peculiar thing educational leaders do when they wake up sick. They don't ask, hey, am I well enough to work? Nope. They check the calendar. Monday, senior leadership meeting. Can't be sick then. Tuesday, board meeting. Definitely can't be sick then. Wednesday, new entrant Farnow visit. 3 appointments and somebody's coming to measure the hall curtains. Thursday, Thursday's looking promising. Excellent. Immune system, can you please hold that fever until Thursday at about 10:30 a.m. I did versions of this during my years as a principal. I'd arrive with a box of tissues, a packet of throat lozenges, and a sort of voice that sounded a little bit like Barry White speaking through a wet bath towel. And then I'd tell everyone, hey, I'm fine, it's only a cold. This was usually said while I was looking anything but fine. We think this is commitment, don't we? There's actually a name for it. Sickness presenteeism, working when illness means we should be recovering. Research involving teachers suggests education is particularly vulnerable to this thing called presenteeism. You know, while a systematic review actually found that working while sick is associated with poorer self-rated health and more sickness absence later. No surprises there. In other words, today's heroic appearance may simply be just a deposit on next week's larger collapse. A 2025 NZEI Te Reo Roa poll found that 96% of the 228 principals surveyed said curriculum change and increased workload had adversely affected their health and well-being. And as a result, taking a sick day, well, it almost feels disloyal, doesn't it? I've known principals who'd organise relief for every single teacher in the building, cover a duty themselves, ring 3 families and find a lost rugby boot, but could never even organise one day of relief for themselves. Apparently everyone's replaceable except the person currently sweating through their good leadership shirt. That isn't toughness, that's a system quietly depending on self-neglect. And here's the catch, leaders are always teaching, aren't they? Even when they aren't teaching. If you drag yourself in coughing, shattered and a bit foggy-headed, your staff don't necessarily hear, ooh, look how dedicated Steve is. No, they may hear this instead. This is what commitment actually looks like around here. Sick leave exists, but, only for those people with less important calendars. You can't put well-being in the strategic plan, serve fruit at morning tea, then stagger through the corridor like an extra from The Walking Dead. So let's make this practical, okay? First, stop letting your calendar diagnose you. Base the decision on your health, your ability to think safely, the risk to others, and appropriate clinical or public health advice. Second, create a 1-page Steve is unavailable plan before you need it. Who makes these urgent decisions? Who communicates with staff? What genuinely requires you and what can wait? If the school can't function for one day without you, that isn't proof of your importance. It's a delegation warning light going off. Third, when you're off, be off. Homesick but answering emails, well, that's not sick leave. It's presenteeism wearing slippers. Finally, ask one simple question. What would I tell my best staff member to do? And then offer yourself the same basic kindness. Taking a sick day isn't abandoning the team, it's trusting the team. It models judgment, protects other people, and gives your body a decent chance to recover. Leadership's part of your life, but it's not your whole life. And your calendar? Well, it's an administrative tool, isn't it? Not a diagnostic equipment thing. Think about that. There'll always be dragons to slay. Just make sure you don't become one of them. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, then you'll undoubtedly enjoy reading my latest book, 54 Quotes and Provocations. It's stacked full of great leadership quotes and ideas to help free up your thinking time so that you can enjoy your job a lot more. Go and get your copy now.